Hello, Magadi Muri Zimbabwe, and Linda Mujuru. Welcome to another episode of our show called Unfiltered ZW. I usually have guests that I interview, but today I wanted to show you where the passion for farming comes from. So here's what we did. This is in Nyazura, Rusape, where we turned our family land. Land that was passed down from my father-in-law to my husband and so forth, and you pass on to his son as well. So what we did here is we turned this family land into a plot which is about 2 hectares big. So on this plot we started growing green mealies. We thought green mealies would be easier for us. We didn't have much experience in terms of farming, so we decided to go with green mealies, but it's not what I expected. I thought it would be easy. Ndaingofunga kuti chibage ndo chimwe chatinongokudza kumusha cheya chiri very easy, but if you want to grow green mealies for commercial purposes, it's not that easy, and it's been a learning process. So I'll take you through how we did it on this plot. We are calling it a plot because now it is. So it was about 2 hectares big. We fenced the area to make sure kuti apapindi mombe. You know, kana muri kumamisha manje vanhu vanofudza mombe, vanofudza mbudzi dzavo, saka you run the risk yekuti dzinogona kupinda mumunda, saka takafensa the area. So we are lucky kuti patiri padhuze neparwizi, so but takadrilla bore, just one bore, but I some tanks, 3 5,000 liter tank, 1 riri pa tank stand, and the other 2 behind me. I'm sure you can see them. Saka we have about 15,000 liter storage capacity yemvura. So we put my green drip system. We bought the drip system from China. I think for those who have been following me from the beginning, I talked to a lady, Anonzi Janet. She's the one who taught me how to buy from China without going there. So I ordered by Alibaba. We did like sea shipping, and then it took about 3 months to arrive. But it was way cheaper than to buy here. For example, drip line, it's about $80-90 munomu. Zimbabwe, ikoko is costing $20-something, and the shipping has to 40 thereabout. And then all the other little equipment, for set up the drip system, we also bought it from China. It's cheaper that way. You save a lot of money rather than buying here in museum. So we bought seed, takatenga. I don't remember the name of the seed, but it was recommended. Kutindo the best in terms of green mealies. So here now I'm standing munda medu mumomo. Tanacho chibage chato ready for sale. Tunochitengesa right now. But some of the challenges that we faced along this journey is lack of knowledge. Yeah, lack of knowledge. Growing maize is just as easy as I don't know, frying an egg in a pan. It wasn't easy. Panita my problems esora. If you don't plan accordingly, unopezwa kuisa mari yakawanda. Isusu taspeza tatsvagavana nosakura, but I think we can do better next time. Panita my problems emakonye. Ndoba mano ataka chibage chikuti chinopera. So if you don't see on time, you may lose your investment. Yes. Mvura as well was a challenge at the beginning. You know how it is, vanhu kana uchicontract vanhu vanokuitira basa. We were getting a lot of advice kuti munofana kuisa 3 or 4 maboreholes kuti pave sufficient, but it turned out kuti zvokuita zvinhu fix and supply, it really doesn't really work. Takaita fix and supply, munhu akadrilla bore, obvatisira tank, obvatisira masolar ekupampa mvura, but we realized kuti wakadaro munhu anokata macost a lot. Just that the equipment yatataisirwa, especially the pump, was low quality. So pakaita akati advise kuti no, actually mune mvura yakawanda, you don't need to drill mabore akawanda. That person came as a savior to us because we were going to spend a lot of money to drill a mabore. So we changed the pump. Tanga takaisirwa 1 horsepower pump. Then we changed the pump, takaisa a pump in a capacity of 2 horsepower. that pump was life-changing, because at the beginning we were just getting 5,000 liters of water per day, which was not sufficient for our 2 hectares of land. So we ended up takavataisa a 2 horsepower pump. Then that 2 horsepower pump yange could about 30,000 liters per day, meaning that our 3 tank stands and I could say my 3 tanks, not tank stands, 3 tanks zedu dzatachikudzaidza kuzara twice in a day, which is a lot of water. And how we planted munda medu takaita masections such that munda wedu hauibvira neka 1. So we have I think 3 maphases a green mealies yatakaisa. The first one ndoyatiri ino ready for harvesting. Then the second one, well, I'm sure in a week or 2 inenge ready. That way taikwanisa kuita patiri kudiridza pipe, we would do also in phases. And because we are using drip irrigation, it saves on water a lot. That was really helpful for us in terms of saving water. And also just advice yekuti kana wakuisa bore rako wakuisa, do that. Avoid by all means your fix and supply, because what they will do is cut my cost at your own expense. So that was a learning curve, and yakati costa because we had to buy a pump twice, which was not good. Mario could have been used for something else to improve our farming venture. So one of the challenges as well is that we are professional people, me and my husband, and tinogara kuHarare, and our farm is in Rusape. Saka we trugita phone management, which is very difficult because we are the ones carrying the vision that we want to achieve. We are the ones who are achieve something through farming. But if you employ someone, it doesn't really mean that they carry the same vision that we have. So that has been a challenge. Saka monitoring, we have had to come here every 2 weeks to come and see. We have set up a WhatsApp group name, employees. We only have 1 employee, by the way, but he has been managing well. But of course, management of but it really doesn't work well. So cell phone management is also very difficult, and it may be good enough but in future we come here and actually stay here and manage it also on our own. Because what happens is we get my reports each and every day, but report and what's on the ground are 2 different things. So that has been also a challenge. Like right now, I was just told our employee nezuro kuti chibage chikujiwa neshiri chaita, but it's something that we were expecting kuti ari kuona throughout the process, and ari kutoti anotiudza in advance kuti I think in 3 days chibage chaita. So we had to come quickly. You know how it is with green mealies, hachitani kuoma. So if you miss that window as well, that's also very difficult. And then now we want to see the market yakamira sei, because takarima tine market yataifunga in our mind, but you know what you're thinking in your mind and reality are 2 different things. Saka I will also share with you our journey in terms of marketing as well, to see how it goes. But overall, I think farming is interesting, it's fun. Yeah, it needs a little bit of money. That's why we started in Nishibage, because we thought from here on we would try potatoes, which requires a lot of money. But let's see, a little bit of capital here so to help us with this venture. So isusu tiri kumamisha, saka labor also was a bit cheaper, because unongotoro vanhu vari mamisha and then vanokubatsira panenge pada kusakura paipai havazonyanye kudhura semuHarare. And what we have been doing as well panapa is keeping my broiler chickens. So I will show you the chicken house. It's a house area that we built, and we are keeping my broilers in there. That also has its challenges, kurwarirwa nehuku, zvirwere zvakasiyana-siyana, kufirwa nehuku and all that. And that 1 employee in the root manager as well. So sometimes you get stressed. It's what we could just die. But with the broilers, what I've seen is that you need quick action in terms of responding to my diseases or my issues. And what I've seen also is that chikafu is expensive, so I'm trying to find an alternative to that. Maybe also make our own feed. We don't know. So it's doable. Professionally, I'm actually a journalist, practicing journalist. So this is something that we are doing to augment salaries. You know, it's never insufficient, and I'm willing to share with you the journey. Yeah, where we are going, where we have my challenges, and whatever we are able to achieve in all that. Feel free to comment and share your experiences in terms of farming. But otherwise, this is the journey so far. Let's see where it takes us.